Hey there, guys and gals. Welcome back on No Such Radio. In the late evening, where it's raining yet again. I made it some kind of a weird habit to start recording these every day, even though first I said Mondays and Fridays, and then I said maybe just Fridays, and maybe Mondays if I feel like it, and this headset makes me look like a fucking backup dancer for like Jennifer Lopez or something. I'm not sure. Does that look like the kind of person I'd backup dance for? Maybe more like The Cure if they had backup dancers. Anywho, but I've pretty much got hours and, well, like hours of footage of just me sitting here in a fucking laundry room most times, sometimes in my car, and just talking because I'm not great at video editing just yet. So I'm trying to get into a habit of reaching kind of like a flow state when I come out here. And if you're not familiar with the flow state, you non-creative types, see what happens is when you're practicing your craft, if this can be called a craft whatsoever, which is just talking. That's my craft. That's what I do. I mean, I'm a retail manager. What exactly? I've talked my way into my position. I've done it with all my jobs. That's just what I do. I'm just I'm very eloquent in my speech, and that's impressive to people. I don't know if that says more about me or the type of people down here. Anywho, so when you are practicing your craft, say what is it? Playing guitar? Maybe you're drawing, painting, creating some other type of third medium that I can't come up with off the top of my head right now. But you just get into that mood where you just start slamming it down. You're fucking throwing goddamn paint at the canvas like Pollock. Fucking just... That's what guitar looks like. Fucking Hendrix or something. I don't know. That's not how I play guitar. But it just starts coming to you. You get in the fucking zone. And it just starts coming so smoothly onto the paper. Writing. That's the third one. That's what I was going to say. Writing. That's, funny because that's one of the ones that I do. Strange. But all I can seem to ever do is really just talk about myself and my fucking life, which is pretty sad, I'd say. If I go to write, it quickly devolves from a great idea for a fictional piece that I had into just a thinly veiled metaphor for me complaining about everything going on in my life. And that's when I usually just start punching the fucking keyboard and trying my best not to break the laptop in half over my knee. Same with guitar. I don't know. It starts out good, and then eventually I just start probably thinking about it too much. But every once in a while I come out with, I hit that flow state. The flow state. You guys can Google this or check it out on Wikipedia or whatever it is that you guys fucking do to get your information these days. But it's a documented state of brain activity to where creativity just starts coming naturally. It's like auto writing, and they would take the kids who've been abducted by aliens or haunted by ghosts or whatever, and they just put the pen to the pad, and they're just like, because that's the noise it makes when you write, and crazy shit will start coming out, like about experiences they've forgotten and all kind of shit that they probably didn't know they had locked up inside their goddamn brains, That's what I'm trying to pretty much do here. As you can see, I've provided a second camera angle of my laundry room now that I've cleaned it and changed out the light bulb. See, the first time I recorded during the day, okay? Got that natural light going. And I tried to record at night using the fucking lamp. That didn't work out too well. And so eventually I went around and I replaced all the light bulbs in my house with some slightly pricier light bulbs, which made a huge fucking difference. Okay? You got that nasty yellow poor people light. You got the 4-pack of fucking light bulbs for $1 at the fucking Dollar Tree. and it just washes your house and just fucking a visual representation of the fucking poverty that you loathe so fucking much. Well, you spend a couple extra dollars. Look at the brightness rating. Like 1620 is what I'm dealing with right now. Looks like the inside of a fucking hospital when you wake up from anesthesia. And no, it does make a big difference, okay? When you change your light from yellow to something a little more natural looking like daylight, I think it just improves your mood overall. I mean, that's what I'm feeling. I feel great, okay? You believe me or not, I don't give a shit. I feel great, okay? Um, yeah, and I was thinking, like, that's weird. I hang out in the kitchen a lot, and I was thinking maybe that's because it's the fluorescent light bulb. See right there? And it's white, and just everything else is yellow, and just, like, nasty looking. So I changed a few of those light bulbs, and I'm telling you what, instantly improved my mood. Instantly. As soon as my vision recovered from my corneas being irradiated by the sudden bursts of light. Yeah, so change the angle up a little bit so I could be closer to the light, and so I can see in the background if anyone approaches my door, because I live in that kind of neighborhood. And so yeah, it's like a second angle, much like those late 90s, early 2000 DVDs, back when the DVDs first came out and shit, and they'd just be employing all sorts of really stupid special features to try and get you to buy them. Like in, I think it was like The Mummy or The Matrix, whatever, the first 10 DVDs that came out when the DVD player was finally commercially accessible. Like, alternate endings. Oh, alternate angles. Okay. I mean, they shot it from the one because that was the good one, but I guess it would be cool to see the back of Keanu Reeves' fucking head for whatever reason. That has music on there, like a fucking couple songs from the soundtrack, which you could watch on your TV. Yeah, I love watching music. Good job, Miramax, or whatever the fuck it was back then. I don't even remember. My dad was one of the first people to get a DVD player in the neighborhood, and also one of the first people to get a PlayStation 2 when they came out. So my fucking house was a popular hangout spot for all kinds of tech geeks and kids. Because that jump from PlayStation to PlayStation 2, let me tell you, changed our entire perspectives. I went through puberty instantly. Boom. Just like that. I don't even know how that's possible, but it happened. Okay. And, yeah. So, alternate angle. Was that a long enough tangent about alternate angles? Here's an alternate angle for you. How do you like that? I don't really remember what I was talking about at all in the first place. It's raining again, which is fantastic. Just really used to it raining a lot out here. I came out to Memphis on vacation just about 2 years ago, and it rained almost the entire week that we were here. And that was, I think, 4th of July weekend, which was, it's a bit disappointing. But everyone assured me, no, it's not like that all the time. This was a poor representation of the Memphis weather. It's usually really sunny and really hot. So, when you guys move out here, it's not going to be like this. And guess what? So far, this whole entire year and most of last year must have been a misrepresentation because it rains fucking every other day without fail. I swear to God. I swear. I mean, just like on the fucking last video, right? Wasn't I complaining about the rain? Was I not? I believe I was. And so that's Memphis weather for you. It's a good thing that my house was built in the 1950s because it's got a couple leaks, and it's just like in a fucking cartoon. When you plug up one, another just pops up and hits you in the back of the fucking head. It's like constantly fucking, it's like living in the underbelly of the goddamn Titanic. I'm just constant, there's like a bucket somewhere at all times filling up with water. It's fucking ridiculous, and I'm tired of it. It's ridiculous. The fuck were y'all thinking? I think I was just talking to myself, wasn't I? Oh, but isn't that what I'm always doing? I sound like a crazy person. Somebody help. Anywho, yeah, and then that, and I work in Bartlett, which is just, like fucking 15 minutes away from the part of Memphis that I live in. And Bartlett, fucking famous for power outages, at least in my eyes. I swear to God, a pine cone drops off the tree, hits the sidewalk too hard, the fucking power's going out. Doesn't matter if there's not a cloud in the sky. Just plan on your next fucking hour being fucked up. You ain't watching TV, no internet, no nothing. No fucking lights. Go outside and read a book, motherfuckers. And, so I work retail, and the power just blipping on and off like that. If anyone's ever worked retail, you know how fun that is. Because your credit and debit machines go down instantly. And if people are actually still inside your store when the power's out, you get to break out the old calculator and try and figure out taxes and all that bullshit and cash money and these little round silver things and the ones with the guy who used to chop down cherry trees and what the fuck. I'm being completely facetious. Everyone should carry cash, please, especially if you live in Bartlett and it looks like it may rain or has rained in the past 24 hours, which is always. So just carry cash. Like $50. It's still the good part of town, people. You're safe. In Memphis, no, don't carry cash. Or if you do, you roll it up in your sock. Okay? Just make sure no one's looking when you get it out. So, power blipped out tonight. Fan-fucking-tastic. Nobody has any cash, and they're all looking at me like it's my fucking fault. What? If your debit and credit doesn't work, then how are people supposed to pay? Well, there's the actual money that those debit and credit cards are supposed to represent, isn't there? Is there? There's an ATM right there. That still works somehow. I don't know. Maybe it's connected to some kind of a different network. A premium network that we couldn't afford as a multi-billion dollar company. Just so much money. International. They're all over the world. But yet somehow the rinky-dink little Bartlett ATM works and I can't fucking process a credit card. Really? 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 What I'm saying, kids, is you need to stay in school, okay? Get good grades. Make sure one way or another you get into college, okay? If your parents can't pay for it, you take out a fucking student loan, get some grants, all kind of shit. Because you gotta have a fucking career lined up. Because you don't want to work retail, you don't want to work fast food. That's two things you do not want to fucking work. You take it from me, someone who's a 10-year veteran of working shittier entry-level jobs. Shitty entry-level jobs. You don't want it. I mean, sure, you can work there for 5 years, slowly climb the ladder until you're making a decent amount of money. In fact, in my last job, where I ended up was actually technically considered HR, and I was making more money than a lot of people that I graduated with. But that's because I graduated in the woods, and a lot of people worked construction. So, still a minor achievement. But then, I threw that all away so I'd come out here and start all over again. And this ladder the rungs are much farther apart. And every time you get your hand on one, your superior fucking kicks it. And just stomps on your fingers and fucking smashes them. And then spits on your fucking face and takes a shit in your mouth. That's not something you want to deal with. I promise you. A point that accentuates my point. Get it? Puns. All day and all night. High comedy over here. I don't really have... Oh my god, I swear I say this on every fucking video. I don't have a whole lot to talk about. I'm not doing current events right now. Fuck them. I don't care what's going on, honestly. I don't give a shit about what's going on anywhere in the world other than right here. So hey man, like, subscribe, leave a comment, follow, whatever it is you do. Check us out on SoundCloud if you're on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, do all that shit. If you're on SoundCloud, check us out on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, check us out on SoundCloud. Like, follow, subscribe, all of that extra fun shit. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Friday. Y'all motherfuckers need to go ahead and enjoy your weekend. Enjoy it while you can.